Eric, do you remember that when you were talking about Stan Lee when we went upstate together?
No. Refresh me. Oh, wait. What I wanted to see in Endgame?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, so I think that Marvel will get to a point where they are like, we don't have to do anything good anymore. Everyone's gonna see our stuff. So my idea was, loosely, if I remember correctly, like at the end of Infinity War. This was before Endgame came out, where I was like, they beat Thanos, and Stan Lee comes out of the sky like in clouds, and he goes, "Hello, super fans! You've just defeated the big purple guy." And they go, Who are you? And then, no, Spider-Man says that, and then he goes, "Hello, Spider fans, I created you." And then he's like, everyone's like, "What?" And he's like, "You have defeated him, but you must look out for the big purple guy." And they go, "We just defeated the big purple guy." And he goes, "No, not Thanos, Galactus, super fans." And they go, "Galacta who?" And then that's like their version of setting up Galactus. The most lazily stupid shit was like my idea of like, they're gonna do this because they just don't give a shit anymore.
I just love the idea of giant Stan Lee coming out of the sky and saying "Excelsior."
Yeah, then when yeah, that's right. I think it ends with him going, now do what you do best, you super friends, Excelsior, and he kind of like goes back into the clouds.
Just had no idea who any of these characters are.
Yeah, he won't name any of them because he's senile. He's like, I made so.
He's like a distant father who just created them. He doesn't really give a shit about them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, actually, he didn't really create them. Other people created them, and he just took the credit.
That's what I said about Spider-Man earlier.
It goes to Jack Kirby.
Yeah, you know how Bob Finger finally started getting credit for being one of the co-creators of Batman? Does Jack Kirby and those guys get credit on the movies? And stuff.
I don't know if they do. I don't think they do.
That's
also,
fine.
I think that documentary.
I think that they cut the family a check, but I don't think it's like created by or anything.
That's fucked.
I could be wrong, but
Bill Finger died penniless because Bob Finger fucked him over.
He fingered him, if you will.
Yeah, well, he was gay, so there are some jokes there.
Haha, nice.
You know what's funny is that Steve Ditko, who's the guy who made Spider-Man, he actually had his home address like public information. So you could send him letters and he would actually write you back. But the thing is, he was like a crazy like Ayn Rand fan. So if you asked him about like welfare checks and shit like that, he would write you like 10-page like responses to it. But if you asked him like any question about Spider-Man, he would just write you a letter that said, "Fuck you, don't mail me ever again."
Damn.
That's badass,
literally, don't talk to me or my spider son ever again.
Holy moly.
Well, I mean, I have you guys seen the video of oh my god, I can't remember his first name. Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Where
I've seen that video. I know exactly.
He's at a con, and then someone asks him like, "Oh, did you he interviewed Stan Lee, and his first question was like, did you create Spider-Man?" And he's kind of being very legally like, "Well, technically," and he interrupts. He's like, No, I don't care technically. He didn't say literally, but he's like, "Literally, did you create Spider-Man?" And he's basically like, super fans, I don't know. And like his lawyer, he basically like, his lawyer was like, "Don't ask him that," and he was like, "I'm gonna keep asking him that." And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Alan Moore.
Come on the show.
You're a fan of Let's Play channel.
Come on the show.
Alan Moore, please come on the show, please. You're
Alan
a wizard
Moore would
and I need
talk
you.
about magic and crazy stuff.
Oh no,
man.
Alan Moore would talk about magic, he'd talk about anarchism, and he'd talk about like DuckTales comics. Like he'd just be like, you know, Scrooge McDuck never actually did this in the comics created by.
If I created DuckTales, there wouldn't be a fucking show on Disney.
You know, Don Rosa was never properly credited by Disney for either the DuckTales cartoon or video game, which is sort of a perversion of,
of my vision. of the
You know,
original.
really, if you Scrooge McDuck is really an anachronism.
That's a great impression. Jesus
That was really
fucking
good.
Christ.
I couldn't do it. You were really good.
I could do a really good Alan Moore, and I could do Gilbert Gottfried, which makes me the life of a party anywhere I go.
Can you do them
Only
meeting for the
if
first time?
I have what?
Can you do them meeting for the first time?
Maybe. If you could give me a topic to talk about, then I will try to improvise a little
All right,
thing.
here it is. Here's the thing.
Are you gonna say Hawks?
No, I wish I did that.
You know,
Here's the
Gilbert.
thing. So here's the little setup. So Alan Moore has to go to Gilbert Gottfried to get the rights so that Gilbert Gottfried could voice an Alan Moore character. I don't know who.
The Gilbert
You can name
Gottfried kid?
What?
What?
No, I was saying get to voice act. He's
I see.
that Alan Moore is trying to convince Gilbert Gottfried to voice act one of his characters in an audiobook or something like that so that he can make money.
Okay.
You know, Gilbert, I've been a fan of your work for a very, 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 very long time now. You know, when I was writing Watchmen, I originally based the character of Dr. Manhattan with his blue skin and abnormally large genitalia on my perception of you. Wow, that's great! Where do I sign, Gandalf? And scene.
And scene. Beautiful. Beautiful.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Take that to the globe and write it.
There we go. This is my SNL audition. You'll never see me on the screen, but I will be a voice actor.
Robbie,
Yeah,
what kind of
those are
characters...
basically like the only. What?
I was gonna say, what characters would you have if you were on SNL?
I would have Alan Moore and Gilbert Gottfried, who are very relevant to the public discourse.
Yeah, they're very.
That would actually be
politically-
awesome if they had like a stupid like Trump sketch. It's like Alec Baldwin is Trump, and I just pop up as like,
Comic books are a form of literature, Mr. President.
and
No, you're just like Watchmen isn't necessarily dissimilar to what's going on now.
This is a really tremendous Alan Moore. I can't do Trump. I really don't want to do Trump.
I can't either. I've tried a little bit because I
yeah,
love
no.
the psychic pebbles.
Yeah,
Oh God,
His name is
Christ!
Zach.
he's the best in the business.
He really
I
is
really
the
can't.
best.
I don't think I could ever do an impression. I have no impressions other than caricatures of people.
Yeah, I
and
try to
their
do his,
personality
but
traits.
then it's like a caricature of.
Yeah, that's true. It's also like
It's like an
those guys
impression
are
of
the
his
only.
impression.
Oh yeah, those guys are like kind of the only two guys I could do because other impressions are like you said, like really shitty versions of like everybody could do Owen Wilson because everybody just goes like, oh wow, I was working on cars and I said ka-chow. It's like that's not Owen Wilson. That's just a guy saying wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Hey, but
actually,
everyone
no.
loves
My
it.
favorite, one of my favorite showbiz stories is there's a guy named Vaughn Meter, and he was a comedian in like 1960, and he was famous for doing JFK, and he was like the first guy to like actually impersonate a president because at the time that was considered like kind of like not appropriate, but he got away with it. And his whole like, I am John F. Kennedy, like he's the voice that everybody does now. Like everybody does an impression of him doing an impression. And of course, his career ended on November 22nd, 1963. Because he was huge. Like he would go on like college tours and be like, oh, meet JFK. And then like right after he died, it was like he never worked again.
That's
Like he would try to do like other impersonations, but he could only do that one. He was totally talentless other than that.
I do love Clone High. You just reminded me of Clone High.
Yes, exactly. That's the JFK that they do on Clone High is Vaughn Meter doing JFK.
It's so funny. It's
It
so
is.
You're up, wanna party, flat up.
JFK, if you're watching, please come on the
JFK,
show.
if you're watching.
No, a recent Kennedy died, like earlier this year or something. A young,
really?
a young female Kennedy. I don't know her name. She was pretty young. I think she like drowned or killed herself or something.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys, and then he fucking flips over the car.
Only bad things have happened to them. It's crazy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Draculesti? What kind of weird world is
What
this?
kind of alternate Duck universe does this take place in? Someone put in some Bloodborne music over this entire thing.
You mean me, because I'm editing?
Yes.
You're like someone, you know, whoever it might be.
Anyone out there would like to do that, please reach out and do it for us.
Look at that beautiful woman. What is this, dry bones?
Enchanting. She's an enchanting creature. She's beautiful. I must have her.
Yeah, am I crazy for just drooling right now?
For what?
For drooling right now? Am I just crazy for just falling victim to temptation?
Nah, she's a handsome woman.
What am I supposed? Is this mirror anything, or is it just decorative? Like
I don't know,
most
it
mirrors.
seems like it should be something. That's
Yeah,
also
right?
a problem like a lot of like really old NES platformers have. It's just like shit in the background you're not sure like what to do with. It's like, is this significant? Do they just put it in here?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, who is that?
Who's that fine fella?
How do these
This
guys?
entire mansion is just filled with paintings of hot pieces of ass.
Yeah. I get why, you know, Dracula's always about sucking. How did I get hurt from that?
He be sucking, he be fucking, he be sucking. That's the Dracula theme song.
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. It's just Sabrina doing that over and over again. Keanu Reeves is
And
like,
it's Keanu Reeves and fucking, what's his name?
Winona Ryder and Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, thank you. Character actor Gary Oldman.
Character actor Gary Oldman.
Why can't our silly ideas be real? Whoa!
We can if we have money.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. And we have $92,000.
We have enough to fund a movie,
And then some.
and then
You know what's like really sad when you like when you want to see a movie and the director is like doing interviews and they're hyping it up and it's like, oh, I want this to be like part of a trilogy, and it's like kind of an independent movie, so you're like, you know what, let me see it in the theater to watch it. You see it, you love it, you think it's great, you're excited for the next stuff. Then you look at the Wikipedia page and you're like, oh, this cost $25 million to make. How much did it like sell in terms of box office? And it's like $10,000. You're like,
$2.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's a big fucking rip.
That's a
Yeah.
huge rip.
Can I get that ghost?
That's a big old ripperoonie. That's a little doggo pupperoonie. That's fucking. God, I hate Reddit.
That was
That
cringy,
came out of
Sabrina. I'm
nowhere.
just gonna say that.
I know,
You said I was
just
cringy,
like-
that was
that was-
cringy.
You just need to say that. You want to shoehorn that in ever since I mentioned the word hawk.
I don't know. Oh my god, dude, stop! I'm fucking triggered. After this recording, we're really gonna talk about that.
Why does yeah, Scrooge McDuck looks as scared in that background painting as I do whenever I mention the word hawk, because I don't know
Now
what
I'm
I'm
looking
talking
at you
about.
like a
yeah.
hawk. I'm really
Yeah.
hawk-eyeing you right now.
Never
What the
heard,
hell
like,
are
you know,
those
like-
things? They look grotesque.
These are mummies.
I
No,
can't
they're
even
just-
tell what they are.
Deck
Yeah, they're really
mummies.
disturbing.
Next thing out of Robbie's mouth is like, a what? A mummy?
A
Like
mummy?
like a mom?
No,
What are you
I
talking
know what a
about?
mummy is. I'm not an idiot, Eric.
I don't know
A mummy
anymore.
bummy?
Your credibility is
A mumbly bumbly?
My credibility? What am I, the Washington Post?
ooh.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got
zing.
greedy.
Zing!
Zingaroony.
You know, we do topical humor on this show.
Yeah, sometimes we get a little bit political, and that's why.
we love getting political on you guys.
Yeah, just like that, President Eisenhower is a real moron.
Fuck.
FDR ass bitch. Sorry, that was from a Family Guy episode I was watching earlier. No, it was about Truman, not Eisenhower, but still.
Oh my god, I'm hearing so many noises throwing me off, like I'm a little bird.
Like a hawk?
I was about to say that.
Hawks are a decent. I'm gonna look up how big is a hawk?
I have no
Smaller
idea.
than an eagle.
How big is a hawk?
I would know if you put a gun to my head.
18 to 26 inches.
Whoa.
That's not that big.
Oh, it's a red-tailed hawk. Oh, there's different types of hawks.
See, we're all learning new things about hawks.
Well, I've been knew that there are different hawks because all birds are fucking crazy, and I love the little bird boys. Red-tailed hawk is the most common.
What the fuck?
This is probably the most common hawk in North America.
The minecart level?
Yeah, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Are you sure we aren't playing Donkey Kong? Just a reskin?
But what a reskin it is.
I can't believe anyone would pay.
Oh my god, I can't believe you.
I
I can't believe you made that jump.
I know. I didn't last time. Whoa.
can't believe you've done this.
Ooh.
I really lost
Racking
my
up.
head on that one, you guys. Oh, this is freaking wild. That's what he said. Whoa! I could have died right then and there if I let my guard down. Good thing I didn't. Oh my god, another...
Dude, I'm fucking terrified right now. This is so scary.
Happy
I'm not
Halloween,
even watching
everybody.
the game. I just have my my hands over my eyes.
The ghosts are invincible though, because I couldn't hit them last time I tried, and I got hurt.
Oh, that's really scary.
Yeah, it really adds a layer to difficulty, because it's like, oh, I can't even hit him to get rid of him, like I just have to avoid him.
Is DuckTales the Cuphead of duck-related platformers? I mean, I guess this is probably the hardest duck-related platform, unless somebody
That I can
sends
think
us
of.
another game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only duck-based platformer I can think of, but...
Yeah, at least the one that has the biggest hold on the public consciousness.
Yeah, alright, one more goddamn page and
On
we
the
can actually
populace.
beat a level. What?!
Wow.
Wow, I guess ducks can't fly.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that is actually kind of pointless, because gorillas and monkeys can't fly for sure, but ducks can.